Welcome to Turner Classic Movies. I'm Ben Mankiewicz. At least, I look like Ben Mankiewicz. But what if inside, I really wasn't Ben Mankiewicz? What if I'd been taken over by an alien life form that was gradually taking over the entire human race by starting with basic cable television hosts? That's the idea behind our next movie today on TCM, without the cable part. From 1956, Kevin McCarthy and Donna Winter star in a low-budget science fiction horror film that would go on to become one of the classics of the genre, Invasion of the Body Snatchers. This is the story of a doctor in a small California town who returns home from a convention to find that people just aren't themselves, and it's all going to have something to do with giant seed pods. Now, as you watch, you can do a lot of reading between the lines here. Think about it. People becoming very suspicious of their friends and neighbors. Some said it was a subtle attack on McCarthyism and the anti-communist hysteria of the 1950s. But others argue the flip side, seeing it as an attack on communism, where everyone is exactly the same and life has no passion. Or maybe it's just a statement on the soul-numbing conformity of the 1950s. Interestingly, despite all the highfalutin film theory, director Don Siegel just said he wanted to make a scary movie, and he certainly did that. From Allied Artists in 1956, here's Invasion of the Body Snatchers. Invasion of the Body Snatchers was certainly not your typical alien monster movie of the 1950s. The filmmakers chose to go the far more unnerving route, posing the possibility that the enemy is among us and we can't tell who is who. It proved to be a creepy enough concept that this movie has been remade twice by talented directors who each brought something new to the concept. This is one of those rare occasions where each of the two remakes were also pretty good movies. The first in 1978 by director Philip Kaufman starred Donald Sutherland. Then it was remade again in 1993 as Body Snatcher by director Abel Ferrara. Yet another remake is now in the works, scheduled for a 2006 release. Nobody ever gets tired of Body Snatchers. Up next, this week's edition of The Essentials, a classic musical that marks the teaming of director Vincent Minnelli and star Fred Astaire.